let's put some build plates to the test. So I mentioned in some previous videos how I like the BQ Cryo Grip plates, and I went and got one for my P1S, and I've been using it for quite a while now, and I love it so much because that first layer just always sticks. So what did I do? I'll show you. So here's the one I have for the P1S. This one I've had for quite some time, and we're just about to do a test, and we're going to do a test with some old orange, just basic PLA on this one, and see how well this sticks. But I also have one for this little mini, and I now also have another one. Oh, the light's out on this. Let's turn that on. Controls. There. I also have one for the A1 here. I also have one on this A1 here. And I now also have one for this mini here as well. So this mini is going to be printing a tricolor silk. This one's going to be printing just a really fancy kind of a bronze silk. On this guy here, we're going to be using some high flow Elegoo, like Rapid PLA Plus. On this one, we're going to be doing some PET G, and I already told you what we're doing on this one. So, we're going to do a little test to see how well these things stick. And I think you've seen this test before. Just really simple. It's the that leaning tower, right? Let's see if it can print all the way up without it coming off, with a bunch of different filaments on the Cryo grips. Now, this little Cryo grip, this is the Pro Glacier, right? And then these guys here, actually, is there a difference here? I think they're the same, yes. So, yeah, the little guys, it's called the Pro Glacier, right? And then these are just the Cryo grip for the PLA and the PET G. That's all it really says on them. So let's see how this turns out. This guy's almost ready. So peel that off. And you can see how shiny this is. This is brand new, right? So are these guys. And then of course this guy's been for a while. So one of the things that's gonna be great about this is we're gonna see, you know, for the one that I've had for a long time versus brand new, which I have, you know, just a regular PLA on this. And then I've got the high flow or the rapid PLA on that. And we've got some silks over there, so let's see how this goes. Looks like we're about to start. We're just pooping out a little here. And this guy's just getting rolling, getting ready. Oh, we've already got something starting over here. It's just a tiny little thing, so it's going to be interesting. Oh, it's doing, this one's set up to do time lapse too, so it's stepping away and stepping back in all the time. See, who else have I started? We don't have anything else started yet, just this guy. You know, this is my first A1, and it seems to get things rolling faster than all the others. And I can't remember if maybe I started this one first. No, actually, I started that mini over there first. So this guy is moving quite a bit faster. Oh yeah, I forgot I printed one of these things. That's pretty nifty. Anyway. So here we are, we're starting the climb. You can see just bit by bit, kind of climbing off to the side here. The test is to see if it can hold and not let go of the plate as it's building. Well, we're about to get started over here. Here we go. The other thing too is no failure to stick. Like right away, it sticks. There's no, I don't have to go through and mess around with my settings or go down and wash the thing or anything like that. Like this one has been printing for a long time. I honestly I don't think I've ever had to clean it. Well, we're starting to get that ledge there now. Oh. This one's just starting. This is with the silk, the bronze silk. This guy's starting here with the tricolor. Still have to make me a faceplate for that one. And this one. Huh. Oh, here we go. And now we've got on the original plate that I've had, this old orange, just basic PLA. We're starting in on that one now too. Now if you look here, you get that. So far so good. It hasn't come off the plate. Here we go with the Pet G. Alright, let's come back to this in a minute. Alright, I don't want to step away from this when it's finished because then people will be like, oh yeah, sure, you must have did it 100 times. This guy's still going. And we're starting to get our Pet G growing here. And there's the old orange PLA. That's what we're doing over here. There's our bronze silk. That's a really nice color too. I really like this stuff. There it is right there. If you're ever looking for like that kind of color, this stuff is great. It looks really sharp. And this tricolor is really nice too. So we're all still just growing here. So this is going to be a test for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plates. And I think it'd be safe to say if we don't have a single failure here, we don't know yet, it's still got a ways to go, but if we don't have a single failure, then I'd have to say that's pretty sticky stuff. That G still going? Well, we're catching up here with the orange PLA. Why this thing doesn't have to focus? There you go. So this guy's at 51%. Like that's pretty awesome. What I should do is I should get the regular Bambu and put that on there after and just see it'll stick right off the bat even. I don't know. The Bambu sheets only seem to work great for the first little bit and then I've got problems with them. Now, that may not necessarily be the Bambu sheets that have the problem. It could be a bunch of different things. Now of course, like everybody says, you gotta clean them, you gotta wash them, whatever, don't get your fingerprints, and that's true, right? But it also could have to do with the fact that I'm in Northern Ontario. We do have moisture issues because we get a lot of rain, we get snow, we get all that kind of stuff here. I do have a pretty well insulated warm house, that I also have the right equipment to take the humidity out of the house as well, but it's still sitting in here at like 40 for humidity, right? So regardless, even if you have your stuff dried out, there's still the atmosphere around it while it's printing. There's still the surface that it's printing on. Is there moisture sitting on that? Did it all dry up when it got warmed up? Like, I don't know. I know in the spring with the Bambu sheets, I always seem to have more trouble trying to get stuff to stick at that time. And I would think that probably has to do with the moisture levels in the air, not necessarily what's contaminating the filament. But, you know, I might be wrong too. I don't know. I just noticed that, and I'm thinking that could be one of the contributing factors. Let's look at this again. And we're at 61% now. That's still stuck. Look at the lean on that. That is crazy. And here is the PET G. Now, this here I think needs to be dried, because see, I'm getting a little bit of little anomalies there, and it's been sitting out on the wheel there for a little while. So I'll probably have to stick it back in that dryer there and get it nice and smooth, right? But that's not really what we're concerned about here right now. It's a matter of whether or not it'll stick. And I guess that's actually maybe an extra bonus to testing this, because the other mini that I have over here with the silk, which is still sticking pretty good, that is in an actual dry box, right? So that's a good comparison. Where this silk here actually is not, right? And it's still going pretty good too. And then the A1 that I have with the EMS, well, I haven't updated the silicate in it, so the stuff in it's pretty used up. As you can see, the percentage is pretty close to the inside as to outside moisture level right now, so that's not really affecting this much. But I can even peel that off while that's happening. It doesn't do nothing. We're at 69%. See how we're doing over here. Not bad. Let's check the big touch screen here we installed back a while ago. Oh, I got my little BQ rubber ducky out over here. Let's see what we got. We are at 56%. I don't know, it's kind of hard to see that. I'm trying to do it on an angle because it might be easier to see. Yeah. 71%. What we got going on? We're at, ooh, that's hard to see. 35%. So obviously the rapid stuff is a little faster. All right, when this guy gets a little closer to 100%, we'll check it out again. Okay, this is kind of cool. We're at 77% here, but I'll try and hold this steady. And if you see it, it might be hard to see with the camera, but every time it goes and does another layer, it pushes down on it a little bit. You can see it bounce, and yet it's still not popping off. It's 78%. Like, that's pretty cool. 79%. Let's see here. This little guy's got a little way to see. You can see I need to dry out this PET G a little bit. And that's at 38%. We're up to 64% here in the QNS. Still holding on. I have not cleaned this sheet. I've not done anything to it. Ever since I got it, that's still just sticking. That's pretty awesome. Like, if it gave up and let go, I wouldn't be disappointed, just because of the fact that I've never cleaned this. Now, again, I just want to clarify, though, too, that I am not affiliated with Big Tree Tech at all and their website, the things they sell, these sheets and whatnot. I've bought and paid for everything myself. I just really like their products. I've gotten the lights from them. I got the Big Tree Tech Panda Touch from them. I've gotten all these sheets. I also have some other spring steel sheets, like this guy that I got from him. This is very much like the Bambu, right? Just has a grid on it, but still sticks really well. And then I also have one like this guy that I got, which you can see it has very little bit of like a texture to it, but not much. It's almost perfectly smooth, but not quite. And this works really well too. I've been very impressed with it. But my go-tos still so far are the Cryo grips, and that's what we're doing here with this test today. So let's take a look and see where we're at again now. We got to be getting close to done here. Oh, we're getting close to done here. We're at 91%. Look at that. She's still stuck. Can you see that little hop, that little bounce in it? I don't know if I can zoom in on that. It's not going to focus though. There we go. There, you can see how it's bouncing up and down, but it's still holding. We're at 93%. That is just crazy. Now again, this is a brand new sheet. You can see how shiny that is. That's just, you know, we could always do another test again on this sheet, but you know, if that's the exact same sheet as this one, see, there's no shine to that anymore. Right? I've used it so much. You can actually see some of the, you know, from previous prints on there because I haven't cleaned it. And yet this one here is at 76%. And it's still going. And that's just regular, just plain old, plain Jane PLA. Like old stuff I got a long time ago. Well, look at this. It's finished. Look at that. Let's see what it takes to pull it off now. Look at that. That's crazy. Like that is stuck. There we go. I just pulled it off. That looks pretty good. That was on a wicked angle like that. And never let go. So that's 1 for 1 so far. We're almost done here. We're at 82%. This is on the original plate. We got our PET G going here. We're still at 51%. Looks like I just have that one little anomaly there. It's not bad. We got our silk still printing over here. We got our tricolor silk still printing over here. Can we make it for 5 for 5? I don't know. It's looking like we may just be able to achieve it. Alright. 88%. We'll come back to it in a minute. Alright, we're at, well, it's hard to see that, but it's 96%. We're almost done on P1S here. We're at 60% here. Oh, I got another little anomaly there. That's a pretty good test too, because that stuff there is obviously wet. See how our silks are doing. We're at, what are we at here? 61%. And we are at 62%. Oh, sounds like we're done. Look at that. That's on the original with just old PLA. Now it is obviously in my AMS unit, you know, and you can't see how my hydrometer. It's actually 33% in there right now because I haven't updated any of the silicate in there either. You know, actually, if I look at the computer, well, it says moisture level 2, so that's not bad, right? According to this. Let's see how easy this one is to take off. Oh, a little bit easier than the other one. That can also be the PLA. Look at that actually turned out beautiful. Oh, I get a little bit of inclusion from the black that I was running earlier at the tip there, but there's two. Now, we got a little ways to go with these guys. They're a little slower, it seems. We're still at 64% there. We've got a little ways to go. We're at 65% here, and 66% over here. So these guys are all going to finish pretty close at the same time. So, let's skip ahead and a little bit when they're ready. Alright, we're sitting at 86% here, still getting some anomalies while printing on this one. With the PET G, 87%. We're getting there. Let's see how our silk is doing over here, 87 and 89. The race is on between the mini and the regular size. 89, just pretty on par. Oh, that's pretty cool. We're almost there, 10% to go roughly. So we're getting close. We're at 94% in this one. Still getting some anomaly there. Oh, I think. Oh, look at that. These guys just finished. Look at that. Let's pop that off. Oh, that's still on there pretty warm. Look at that. Even to take that off. Wow, that sticks. I'm gonna have to let those cool down before I can take them off. They're on there so well right now. That's just insane. And there's the PET G, just finished. Oh, look at that. That came off pretty easy. So that was probably pretty close. And those little long anomalies there, I was able to just rub them off. Actually, came out pretty clean. See, there's a little bit right there. There's our PET G. Now here's something I made. This was just downloaded. I can't remember if it was Maker World. It's just like a battery dispenser. Go this way. It's kind of cool. So yeah, you can see how clean this actually is. You know, if let's see if I can get a better lighting here. You know, it's nice and sharp, but it turns out really, really well. You know, this stuff is great. But, you know, like a lot of things, you gotta make sure it's dry. So, let's see if we can take these guys off now. Oh, that's still like right on there. That is like on there. I gotta let this cool right down. Like just trying to. Look at that. So maybe with silk, just use the Bambu. Maybe that stuck just a little too much. Holy jumpins. Look at that. I'll have to wash this one, get that off. Here's the mini. And I liked what they did with the minis. You see this here, like they give you a nice big lip to grab. So you don't have to actually touch it to flex it. That's on there pretty good too. That's a little better. It came off a little smoother. So the silk on those didn't turn out quite as nice for that ledge. but there is 5 for 5. Not one of them let go. So there you have it. We've done a test on 5 printers with different properties, different material and everything on all of them. And it looks as though if you're using silk, maybe you don't necessarily need one of these. They stick way too much. But PLA, PETG, high flow or rapid, the only other thing we didn't really test was some things like ABS, right? But you know, as far as for if you just want to make sure that it's gonna stick, these are the plates. You can't go wrong. I'll leave a link to the website in the description below, so you can go check it out yourself. It's the same place you get the lights, the Panda Touch, and a few other gizmos and gadgets, and their build plates. In the Cryo plates, they're just, you can't go wrong, right? They stick. So if you're having trouble sometimes with that first layer just not adhering, get one of these, and that's gonna, it just makes things easy. That's really what it boils down to. You know, you press print and it sticks. So until next time, guys, keep on printing. We'll see you then. Oh, and of course, make sure you subscribe. To all those that have subscribed, thank you so much. I really super appreciate it. I appreciate the comments too. Sometimes it's great to collaborate on things, to be able to find out. Some of you out there have been printing for years, even longer than I have, and when you share your information with me, you're also sharing it with everybody, you know, and we can come down to solutions to these problems through collaboration and in the comments. So share, comment, like, all that fun stuff helps the channel. It gives me an excuse to keep on doing this. And I enjoy it too. So until next time.